Good morning, students. Welcome to class 9. Today in this video, I'm going to start chapter probability, chapter number 15 of your maths books. Okay, let's start our mathematics class, chapter probability. So, before starting, first of all, I would like to explain what is probability. You know very well, probability is the chances of something, right? How likely the outcome will come, right? This is called the probability. So you know very well about the formula of probability, that is favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Yes or no? Okay. So we are starting with the exercise in this lecture. Introduction I will give you in the that live class only. Okay. And now I'm going to start questions of this chapter. First question is, in a cricket match, a batswoman hits a boundary 6 times out of 30 balls she played. So students, batswoman hits the boundary 6 times out of 30 balls. Find the probability that she didn't hit the boundary. Did not hit the boundary. Okay, she hits the boundary 6 times. So she didn't hit the boundary will be total are 30, no? 30 minus 6 is equals to 24. 24 is the number of times that the batswoman didn't hit a boundary. So total are 30. And you know very well that the formula for probability is number of times when she does not hit the boundary, that is favorable outcome. Okay. This is called favorable outcome, and upon total number of outcomes. You know very well about the formula. Okay, so she didn't hit the boundary 24 times and total are 30. 24 by 30, 4 by 5 will be the answer. Clear? It's too simple now. This is the chapter probability. Okay, so coming to the next question. Next question is, students, listen. What's the question? 1,500 families with 2 children were selected randomly and the following data were recorded. Okay, 1,500 students were selected. 2 children were selected out of 1,500 families. Okay, number of girls in a family 2. Number of families 475. Number of girls in a family 1. Number of families 814. And girls 0. Number of families are 211. Okay. Compute the probability of family chosen at random having 2 girls. You have to find the probability of 2 girls. Okay. To find the probability of 2 girls, what will be the uh, formula? That is favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. For 2 girls, the number of families are 475 now. You can see, right? So favorable outcomes are 475. Total families are 1,500. So the answer will be 475 divided by 1,500, 19 upon 60. Okay, for one girl. For one girl, number of families are 814, right? 814 divided by 1,500. Okay, for no girl it will be 211 divided by 5,100, right? So check whether the sum of these probability is 1. When you will add all the answers, no? First answer, second answer and third answer, you will get 1. Okay, so this is the question. It's too simple, no? Clear all of you? Getting what I'm saying? Okay, so coming to the next slide. Next slide question is, students, see, in a particular section of class 9th, 40 students were asked about the months of their birth, and the following graph was prepared for the data so obtained. Okay, 40 students were asked about the months of their birth. Okay, and data is prepared on that basis. Find the probability that student of the class was born in August. August May. Let's see how many students are there. You can see the graph. There are 6 students in August, right? So the probability will be, total are 40, no? Total students are 40. So the probability will be 6 upon 40. Clear? When you will convert it into standard form, it will become 3 upon 20. Clear? Okay. So next question is question number 4. Three coins are tossed simultaneously 200 times with the following frequencies of different outcomes. Okay. Three coins are tossed. Outcomes are 3 head, right? 3 head now. So students listen. When 3 heads are there, frequency was 23. 2 heads, frequency was 72. 1 head, frequency was 77. No heads, frequency was 28. So students, 2 heads come up, you will get 72, right? For 2 heads it is 72, it is given in the question. So what is the probability of getting 2 heads? Favorable outcome divided by total outcomes. You can see in the question that total outcomes are 200, and for 2 heads favorable outcome is 72. So the probability will be 72 upon 200. Clear? It's too easy now. Okay, coming to the next slide, students. Question number 5. It's too easy. Listen, what's the question? First of all, see on the screen. An organization selected 2400 families and surveyed them to determine a relationship between the income level and the number of vehicles in a family. Okay, the information gathered is listed in the below. Okay, what's the surveys there of 2400 families, and we have to find the relationship between income level and number of vehicles. So students monthly income is less than 7,000. 0 vehicles are 10 families, 1 vehicle 160 family, 2 vehicle 25, above 20, like this is the data. So okay, suppose a family is chosen at random. Find the probability that earning 10,000 to 13,000 per month and owning exactly 2 vehicles. 10,000 to 13,000 is this series, no? And 2 vehicles are 29 families. Here it is 2 vehicles. In 2 vehicles, this data 10,000 to 13,000, 29 families are there. So what you will do? 29 families divided by total families, that is 2400, you will get the answer. Okay. So next is 16,000 or more per month and owning exactly 1 vehicle. Okay, 16,000 or more are this, and 1 vehicle is 579. Here you can see. Okay, 579 by 2400 will be the answer. Like this you have to do rest of the parts, students. If you find any type of doubt, you can ask me. Clear? So next question is, these are the solutions. Okay. Next question is, a teacher wanted to analyze the performance of 2 sections of students in a mathematics test of 100 marks. Looking at their performance, she found that a few students got under 20 marks and a few got 70 marks or above. So she decided to group them into intervals of varying sizes as follows. Okay, what she found that few students got 20 marks and few students got 70 marks or above. So we have to classify that. Okay, how we will classify? 0 to 20, 7 students are there. 20 to 30, 10. 30 to 40, 10. Like this they have given the classification. We have to find the probability that obtain less than 20% in the maths test. Those who have obtained less than 20% in the maths test. Okay, so how many students are there total? Total students are 90. You can see here, right? This is 90. Number of students getting less than 20%. Less than 20% means 0 to 20. 0 to 20 is 7 students. So 7 upon 90 will be the answer, because 7 is favorable outcome. Total outcomes are 90. Number of students obtaining 60 or above. 60 or above are students. Listen, you will add this to 60 and above. That is 15 plus 28. Okay, this will be 23. 23 upon 90. We will get the answer. Clear? It's too simple. Okay, so let's erase this first. Now coming to the next way. Question number 7. To know the opinion of the students about subject statistics, a survey of 200 students was conducted. The data is recorded in the following table. Data is here. Opinion like 135 students, dislike 65 students. So you have to find the probability of, so the solution will be liking statistics. You have to find the probability of liking students. No, liking students are 135, right? And total are 200. So 135 by 200 will be the answer, and not liking 65 by 200. Clear? It's too simple. Yes or no? So coming to the next slide. Before that, we should clean this slide. Okay. Next is the distance in kilometer of 400 engineers from the resident to their place work were found as follows. Okay. Distance of 40 engineers is given to you from the place of work. From the residence to their place of work is as follows. Like for first employee 5 kilometer, second employee 3, then 10, like this. What is the empirical probability that engineer lives less than 7 kilometer from her place of work? Less than 7. Less than 7, you have to count how many employees are there. This is 1, less than 7. This one is 2. Okay. Less than 7. This one is 2. 3. 3 employees. 3. Then you have to check 4. And this 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 employees are there whose distance is less than 7 kilometers from the place of work. So the probability will be 9 upon 40 because total employees are 40. More than or equal to 7 kilometers, like this you have to count only. You will count. Okay. And if you find any type of difficulty, you can ask me. Clear? So coming to the next screen, let's erase this first. Okay. So next screen is question 11. 11 bags of wheat flour, each marked 5 kg, actually contain the following weights of flour. 11 bags of wheat flour, okay, each marked 5 kg, actually contains these weights. Okay. Find the probability that any of these bags chosen at random contains more than 5 kg. More than 5 kg, you have to count how many are there. See, 1, this one is more than 5 kg, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the probability will be 7 upon 11 because 11 is the total probability, no? Total bags. So next screen, students, question number. I'm going to read the question, students. The below frequency distribution table represents the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million of a certain city for 30 days. Using this table, find the probability of concentration of sulfur dioxide in the interval 0.12 to 0.16 on any of these days. 0.12 to 0.16 is this. This is table, no? I have underlined this. And the number of days are 2. So total days it is given, that is 30 in the question only. You can see I'm marking. Okay, so the probability will be 2 upon 30. Next question. The below frequency distribution table represents the blood groups of 30 students of a class. Use this table to determine the probability that a student of class selected at random has blood group AB. AB is this, and 3 students are having this blood group. So total students are 30. It is given in the question. So the probability will be 3 upon 30. That is 1 upon 10. This will be the answer. Hope you are getting all the question. It's too simple. This chapter in maths is too simple. So this picture is too good, no? So okay. Bye bye. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.